the guardian in the shadows. High atop the sun-dipped hills lived a young shepherd named Luca. He spent his days watching over a flock of sheep that were as white and fluffy as summer clouds. Luca loved his sheep, and he knew each one by name, from the oldest ram to the smallest lamb. Among the flock was a tiny, curious lamb named Pip. Luca spent extra time making sure Pip stayed safe. "Don't wander too far, little one," Luca would say, brushing the clover from Pip's wool. Luca was a careful shepherd because he knew that deep in the woods, danger was always watching. At the edge of the forest, a wolf named Lupin watched the meadow every day. Lupin was big and gray, with eyes that caught the light like polished stones. At first, Luca stayed very close to his sheep, holding his staff tightly whenever he saw Lupin's tail disappear into the shadows. But as the weeks passed, Lupin did something strange. He didn't growl or snap. One afternoon, when Pip got her wool caught in a prickly briar patch, Lupin stepped out from the trees. Instead of attacking, he used his nose to gently nudge the thorns away until Pip was free. Luca was amazed. Perhaps this wolf is different, he thought. He began to leave small treats for Lupin, like a bit of bread or a cool bowl of water. Lupin would eat the treats and then sit quietly by Luca's side, watching the clouds drift by. Lupin began to act like a second shepherd. He would walk the perimeter of the fence, keeping away the foxes and the wind. He looked so noble and helpful that Luca started to forget that Lupin was a wild creature of the woods. One morning, Luca realized he had run out of supplies. He needed to go down to the village to get new shears for the wool. "It's a long walk," Luca whispered to Pip. Pip bleated softly and tugged on Luca's sleeve, as if she didn't want him to go. Luca looked at Lupin, who was sitting by the gate looking very reliable. "Lupin, my friend," Luca said, "will you watch my flock until I return?" Lupin bowed his head low, as if he understood every word. Trusting the wolf completely, Luca headed down the trail. When the sun began to set, Luca hurried back up the hill. But as he reached the meadow, his heart sank. The gate was swinging wide, and the air was silent. There were no fluffy clouds on the grass. Lupin was gone, and the meadow was empty and cold. Luca found Pip hiding inside a hollow log, shivering with fear. She was the only one left. Luca hugged her close and looked toward the dark forest, where he saw a single pair of eyes glowing before they vanished forever. He finally understood that a wolf's nature does not change just because he is kind for a moment.